I'll have it behind me, I promise!
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello! I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? It's a dog, isn't it?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
The perfect night for... Oh, hello again.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
I had a feeling there would be a catch to that telescope.
No. I certainly wasn't trying to bribe you or anything. But, are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? Lumos! Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Lumos!
Lumos! A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Lumos.
Lumos! More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, I mean. Confringo! Lumos.
Lumos! The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by you. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh,
That's quite generous. Thank you.
you are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon. What an excellent brew. Never do get tired of serious fun.
Pay particular attention to the street.
Yes, I told you. You're very clever.
Clever? How offensive. Next.
Fine, a genius. Happy now?
Nice and warm. Oh, such fun!
Anything to do with the Dark Art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested. And you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
What does the Cruciatus Curse do?
It's known as the Torture Curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
That's awful. But no matter the circumstance, he should never have cast it. He should have known better.
Trust me, it's not as easy as you might assume, thinking straight when you've been hit with Crucio. After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I take it you and your uncle are...
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
Has your uncle traded with many
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping. Notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Uncle Roland would never leave me to worry.
You can get more missing.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the
I
river.
feel the need for that sort of thing, mind. I'd be quite content with a new pair of socks.
My aunt says I should get to Hogsmeade as often as I can. Says it's good to get out of the castle sometimes.
this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet? Confringo! Arresto Momentum! Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Arresto Momentum! Confringo!
I won't rest.
Protego! Defender! Expelliarmus!
That was meant for me.
Confringo!
Kill spells glance off.
Now to find out what happened here. Revelio. Revelio. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Revelio.
nice to see you, my young friend.
What do we have here?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Arresto momentum!
You almost had a lucky shot!
Protego!
White's dragged this out longer than necessary!
Descendo! Confringo!
Perhaps not. I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Well, I wouldn't give a cup of mushroom tea.
Descendo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Glacier!
A ladder.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I know I learned something now.
Confringo! Glaciers! Defender! Expelliarmus!
This is the spot on the map. It's about me.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glaciers! Defender!
Those goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
Revelio!
What will we find in here?
Revelio!
Who is it?
Confringo! Glaciers! Expelliarmus! Defender!
I won't rest till you're dead. You will suffer. Quit. I'll find you.
Confringo! Glaciers! Expelliarmus! Defender! Protego! Stupid one! Confringo!
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts are spot on.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands! Revelio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Glaciers! Protego! Stupid! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glaciers! Confringo!
Confringo! Defendo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
That's the student. It's the student from the town.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! A boiler door. How to open it? Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defendo! What's down there?
Ooh, this shouldn't take long.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defendo!
Let's get this over with.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Glacius!
I say let him rot in the cage. He'll soon regret not bringing us the metal he promised.
Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell is locked. I experienced it is locked. I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler here. I've heard you speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be? Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Need power from something. Revelio. Confringo.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Expelliarmus. Defendo.
I won't rest.
Glacius. Confringo. Glacius.
You'll pay for that!
Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
No!
Glacius.
That it?
Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confring. Defendo.
This is almost too easy! I won't get I hate
Confringo.
that!
Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Glacius.
You won't last long.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo.
I won't. Dead.
If only Ranrock were here to see this!
Revelio. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo.
What was an intruder?
Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Revelio. Confringo.
Hurry, before they come! I must get out, hurry!
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. Oh, if only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Glacius!
I'll make you pay.
Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! You've one less follower, Ranrock. Confringo! Revelio. Aloha Mora. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Glacius! Revelio.
Only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction. No.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Confringo!
Impressed?
I won't rest
until rattle something.
Expelliarmus! Defender! I don't like the looks of that encampment. Confringo! Defender! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defender! Glacius! Confringo!
Confringo. Glacius. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Glacius. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Protego. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Glacius. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Protego. Stupefy. Defendo.
Not the best place for an unaccompanied student.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Stone walls do a prison make, sometimes.
Over here!
Confringo. Glacius. Defendo.